What's up, everybody? It's Calvin. Quick update here from my walking treadmill. I promise I won't be walking every time, but I happen to be walking right now. Wanted to give you guys a product update for 2025. I have some ideas in the pipeline, but one of the things that we're doing is we're trying a new thing internally that we call bursts. And the idea is that every week, not every week, but most weeks, especially when I'm not traveling and around and my schedule is not too crazy, every week we have a burst that we focus on in product, and it's like this week we're gonna finish this thing, and there's always going to be a negotiation of scope when you do something like that, right? But it's like we all come together, all the engineers, me, design, QA, our customer success team, whoever is needed for that project to just get this done. And so the first week here in January, the project was to eliminate the brand colors, which was this like weird old school thing that dictated certain things but not other things, and like just eliminate that so that it's simpler and cleaner moving forward, and we're relying more on style guides. Next week's plan was performance of pages built using the page builder. Some of them could be kind of slow. If you build big, complicated pages, it was kind of slow. And but we had something come up where we had to address that first. So we did like 2 days on the first burst, and then we squeezed in next week's burst. And then we're going to finish up the brand color stuff next week. And so each week we're planning on bursting. And so we'll pick different projects based on feedback from members, or like it can be technical debt. It can be something that we, for strategic reasons, need to take care of. Essentially, and the strategic thing from our side is always about how do we grow the pie. The more members that we have on Simplero, the more resources we'll have to pour back into the product, right? We invest everything back. I don't take a lot of most recently I haven't taken any money out at all. I'm not here to extract a lot of money from this. I'm really here to build something amazing for the long term. So really pouring everything back into the business. So we want to grow the pie so we can hire more people, so we can do even more and make things even more amazing. I think we have something incredible here. So just wanted to update you guys on that. We haven't decided what burst 3 is going to be yet. If you have ideas, happy to hear them. Definitely going to have a page builder, finishing up a bunch of new things like advanced settings and some of the more advanced nodes in the page builder. That's going to be a thing that we do, where we tackle fairly soon. So this month or next month. Shopping cart, that's been underway for a long time. Some of you OG people are aware of that. It's been quite a project. We've all on the team grown so much from this process, internally, just personally and technologically and everything else. So there's a lot there. But we stand to be able to kind of tie a bow on that. So that will be one of the upcoming bursts. We have some cool stuff that we did with automations and triggers that allows us to do things way more powerful. That needs a little bit of finishing as well. We have some things around the mobile. Obviously, the mobile app is underway. That's not a burst, but it might, so the idea of the burst is not that's the only thing that happens. The idea of the burst is that we gather everybody together, all the resources, including me. And so it will be typically 2-3 engineers at a time, plus design, plus me, plus QA, plus whatever. But it'll be different engineers. It won't be the entire team every time. But the mobile app is obviously underway. We need to update the support widget that you can put on your sites. There's a tech upgrade that needs to happen there. In general, we've been through, or we're making our way through sort of a technological upgrade of how we build things, that it is so much better to work with, more modern, faster to build, more robust, faster to run, it actually performs better. So we're kind of making our way through all the areas of the app. So that's one of the things. that we're working on, just so you guys understand sort of behind the scenes of this stuff. Anyway, don't want to make this a super long thing. Just wanted to update you guys on what's happening, where we're at. But yeah, that's what's going on. One of the things I've been thinking about is doing, say, every other week we do a Zoom call where everybody's welcome to come join and we can talk product. So like whatever you want to see in terms of product, anything you want my eyes on, I'll be there. Could bring an engineer, a designer, some things, so that we can just look at whatever you want to bring to my attention. Set aside whatever, a half hour to begin with, and then we can see how much time we need. But like just as an opportunity to just have a conversation together about like what you want to see, because like we're all about being responsive to you guys on what we need, and we're all about being as good as we can about being responsive to the entire community and what serves the community at large, right? And that's kind of the balance that we're trying to make. There's sort of two ways to approach product. One is like the Microsoft approach, where it's like, all right, feature requests and whatever most people want, like let's do that. I don't believe in that model. I'm more of like the Apple model, which is like we'll listen to all the things, we'll hear it, and then we'll find out like what is the right way to do it that is elegant and simple, doesn't bloat the product. The problem is that for a few years, I did that naturally, and then I hired people and I didn't realize that they didn't do that naturally, and so things kind of mushroomed into like a Microsoft kind of thing for a bit. And so part of what we're doing is cleaning some of that stuff up and finding kind of the right approach to that. And it creates conflict sometimes, because we definitely have some members that are very Microsofty and we have other members who are more Apple-y, but we're going to be more Apple-y to this. But it's always a hard line, right? Because if you just build all the features that everybody wants, then you get this like bloated monster that has all the bells and whistles and nobody can figure out how to use. And that makes it really hard to grow. Like people who already know it and who've been using it for 10 years loves it. But anybody who's new is like, what the hell? Like, what are all these things? Too much stuff, right? So this is always the balance. And so we're definitely looking the Apple-esque direction. That's it. I'm going to end here now. Appreciate you guys. Talk soon.